What's up, guys? This is Jason from Sim Park Observer, and today we are bringing you PlanetCoaster version 1.2, the free spring update. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to all my current subscribers who have stuck around this long to wait for a video after 4 months. I know it's been a long time, but I am back and hoping to get a lot more content available to you guys sometime in the near future. Life's just been kind of putting things a little bit aside, especially my hobbies, which PlanetCoaster is definitely one of them. But I really hope to post a few new videos, at least, maybe one or two every, I don't know, 2-3 weeks if I can. I just got a lot of stuff going on, and this is just a hobby, guys. It's not something that I do to try to make money or for fame or popularity. I just I have a very big excitement for this game, and other sim park simulators like it, and even though I have not showcased a lot of other video games, this one's been taking up a lot of my time because it is the best. I hope you guys agree with that, and I hope you do enjoy this game as much as I do. And with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and jump into the updates for the 1.2 version of PlanetCoaster. I've created this quick little sandbox park. Nothing too fancy. I've already got the park open. Some peeps are going in. And I got a couple of rides over here to kind of show you guys some of the new things that have been added. We've seen a lot of videos on YouTube so far for all of the new coasters and flat rides that have been added. I'm not going to show those today. I'm going to do more of the scenery objects that haven't really been showcased that much on YouTube. I hope that you guys enjoy this one because it seems to be that people are focusing more on the rides than anything else, and I wanted to show something a little different than what most people are showing right now. So let's jump right into it. The first thing is we've got a couple of new paths. It may seem like the same path here, but these are actually two different ones. If you go down in here into the paths, you've actually got I'm going to call this the horizontal wooden plank path, and then we've got the vertical. Actually, maybe this is more vertical and that's horizontal. But you got two different ways you can actually lay out wooden planks. And it works pretty cool, not only for your custom curved paths, which you can see I used one version here and another version for the outer perimeter of this path, but I also did sort of like a grid layout here where you can actually see how this could work out for maybe like if you're creating a beach boardwalk or maybe sort of like a piratey theme or like the deck of a ship or something like that. You can sort of do these crisscrossing paths in one direction then another direction. It gives a really nice little look to the overall feel of your path. And I do like the fact that these borders are here. I don't remember if these were here last time when you created these types of paths, when you selected it to a grid or snapped it to a grid rather, but if it was there, well then, duh, me. But if it wasn't there before, nice touch, because it sort of makes everything transition and blend a little bit better. Jumping into some of the new scenery items, you're going to see a lot of this stuff here, guys, but I'm going to try to start over here and move right to left. A little bit different, I know, but whatever. It's my channel. I can do what I want, right? Oh, yeah, and speaking of my channel, even though I can do what I want, guys, I really do want to hear your feedback. And if you want to see something posted that nobody else has posted before, whether it's showcasing somebody's blueprints, or if you want to see me build a coaster, or maybe try to attempt to build a custom item, let me know. Put it in the comments below. I'd be really curious to see what kind of things you guys want to challenge me to, and I'd be happy to give it a shot. Speaking of shot, here's the Pip Shot sign. I can't remember if this is actually one of the ones from the previous updates. It looks a little bit different, but I thought I'd put it in here because it didn't look familiar to me, so maybe it's a new item, maybe it's not. I could have sworn in one of the prior updates, when you go into the scenery items, you can actually see like a little dot that was in the corner of some of these items that actually showed you what was new since the prior update. They didn't seem to do it this time. I'm not sure why. It was a very helpful thing for me, especially as a somebody who has a YouTube channel that wants to showcase this stuff to the public, but whatever. I kind of just scrolled through stuff and found out what I thought was new and, picked what I thought was an update. So, that's the signs, and there's a lot more signs in there. There's some that are you can actually add text to, which I'll get to in a little bit longer here. But first, the fences. Look at all the pretty fences. These can not only be used for the edge of your path, but they can be used for around your rides. We've got wooden ones, we've got metal ones. I think most of them, guys, are recolorable. The tall metal fence 4 meter here is recolorable. We've got this ornate fairy tale fence, and this one kind of looks fairy tale-ish too. Yeah, fairy tale fence, 4 meter. We got a 2 meter one here. The wooden ones here, the natural wood ones, are not colorable, but look at this little guy over here. This is awesome. 4 colors total that you can actually recolor on this fence. This almost reminds me of something from, I don't know, maybe like Ripsaw Falls at Islands of Adventure, you know, where you can actually, it's kind of cartoony, and you can paint it a bunch of different colors, so you can get some really cool effects with this. We've got sort of like a little, let's see, what are they calling this? A half circle fence. We've got a low metal fence. These would be really cool for like little garden areas where people are walking around. We've got a pirate stockade fence. This looks kind of new. I saw another channel where somebody was commenting on the quality of this one, and I kind of agree. They sort of cheaped out a little bit on this fence in regards to the ropes. They don't look 3D. They don't look, well, dimensional. I will say dimensional. That'd be a good word to use. Up close, but when you zoom out, you really can't tell. So I mean, if you're that picky about it, then like kind of I am, then you might actually have something to say about it. But you know, in general, it's just another one of those really awesome updates. This PlanetCoaster logo fence is pretty cool. You could use that for the maybe say like your queue path in a ride or something like that. I mean, it looks like something you would actually see in an amusement park. And guys, I have to show you something really quick. I mean, not just, I mean, we're going to disregard this guy here because we already agree that the quality is a little bit cruddy for that one. But come over here and take a look at this. I want to get a little bit closer and look at the edge of this railing right here. They have actually gone so far as to show the welding in the corners of these metal pipes. I mean, detail, detail, detail. That is one of the things that is just so amazing about this game. I mean, look at even the detail in the wood planks here and the wooden beams for this particular fence. Even like the little areas where it kind of protrudes from the ends of it here. It's just, you can tell that they just spent so much time and effort to make sure that every little ounce of realism went into these new items, and it just never ceases to amaze me. So you guys can tell I'm a big fan of fences. I've been wanting them for a while. Kind of wish that there was an option to snap them to the paths, but I'll take what I can get, and you know, custom placement is totally fine as well. So we're going to go ahead and move on to this wall here, where I've actually thrown up a few new signs. Some of these are static, like this little arrows and yield signs. These are all things that can actually be used for your, you know, your go-karts and stuff like that. But the cool thing about these yield signs is you can actually recolor them too. They don't have to be yellow and black or white. It can be any color that you want it to be. So cool. Put a few other things up on this wall. The speed limit sign is actually editable. You can actually change the speed limit to whatever you want. For those of you who are Disney fans, I want you to tell me in the comments below, what reference is 2319? Disney fans, 2319. Write your comments below. Tell me what you think it is, and I'll give you a cookie if you guess it right. We've got a bunch of other signs here for your go-karts. There's even some new ropes you can use. These are same concept as the rest of the senior items. You can rotate them and hang them in any direction you want to. We've got straight ropes, curved ropes. We've even got this really cool looking little chain here. These new raceway signs that are updated, or updated. I said updated because it's what I wrote here for spring update. Getting a little too ahead of myself, guys. I'm just so super excited about all these updates, and it's hard to contain my enthusiasm. We've got some new flags here that it can also be used for your go-karts or any other ride you want to, or just in any scenery effect you want. And check this out. They are not just static anymore like the flags we've seen. It's actually waving in the wind. So cool. Look at this. Ready? Let's get the full effect. Ready? Okay, that's enough dorkiness for one moment here. That's enough. Sorry. As you can tell, I'm just a little excited about this. We've also got some new animatronic items, guys. This one I think is so cool. I'm actually going to change the way that the camera moves here so I can get in a little bit closer here. For those of you who are Shrek fans, this is definitely a Duloc reference with the little heads moving up and down. Duloc is your perfect place. So it's pretty awesome. I think it's even like a triggerable event, so you can actually make this Something that, like, when the cars kind of come around the corner here and it triggers an event, it starts kicking off. I mean, you know, so awesome. And I think there's even, like, a lot more triggerable events in this game now. If you go to scenery and under all items, you go to more filters and you do triggerable items, which I actually happen to have already set. These are all triggerable ride events, guys. Any one of these things you can actually place as a triggered ride effect. There is a ton of them. I mean, I really wish there was a way you could actually see how many total without having to add it up. But you can see there's like fire effects, water effects, electronic effects, smoke effects, ambient effects. There's a buzzsaw, there's lights. There are animatronic cowboys and space creatures and dragons and exploding barrels. I mean, it's like it's just mind-boggling how much stuff they put in this. So anyway, that's one of the new ones. I think this is another new one. I have to open up my building to find out. But yeah, activate on trigger. That is another triggerable ride event. I think we've had this in a prior update before, and I think I'm a little behind my times here. But I thought it was really cool how these little guys here are very similar to this little sort of, I'm going to call it like a little calliope machine. The characters are very similar where the heads kind of bob up and down. And I'll bet you anything, if you actually place this as a triggered ride event and maybe cue it up with some music, you can get it timed off pretty well and make a really cool dark ride. Anyway, moving right along, we've got some more flags over here for your raceway. We got some new benches and a new garbage bin. Let's see, I don't think these are colorable. Oh no, these are, yeah. I didn't think they were, but they are, and you can change the blue and the white. Pretty cool. One of the other updates they've done, guys, speaking of park benches and trash bins, is the security guards. You've probably seen these on PlanetCoaster's YouTube channel. People will now not only have pickpockets in your park, but if they get upset and angry about things in your park, then they're going to start destroying things. You're going to need mechanics to fix everything, and you're also going to need security guards to catch the people who are vandalizing your park. So keep an eye on that in your park management. Make sure that you are not letting people trash your park. Back to the flags. We got some more here. They're not quite as cool as that big banner we saw over there, but they are animated, and from a distance, you know, they're still pretty cool. I mean, I kind of wish these were sort of individual little flags instead of like a big row of them, but somebody's going to find an awesome use for it. I mean, like, you know, probably in the raceway. Well, I say raceway. Here, that's what I'm doing again, guys. I'm reading the stuff that I wrote here. I'm such an idiot. But anyway, oh wow, look, those are actually even recolorable. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, so I guess it's sort of repeating colors, and you can actually recolor the flags. Pretty sweet. We've got a pole here that I saw was new. That's a road sign pole, recolorable. I wonder if you could actually change it to all yellow by doing, yeah, you can do that. All yellow by just selecting the same yellow color, even though it's not quite the same. It's close enough, right? We've also got some new street lamps. I don't think these are too bright when we turn off the lights or make it nighttime, but I'm going to set the lighting to PM here just to kind of get an idea. Yeah, it's pretty dim. We've even got these little short lamp posts that are, again, not very brilliant, but you know, they get the job done. They kind of highlight the path a little bit and get people to see where they're going along the way. And again, really, really cool detail. Look at, I mean, I think this is called, is this bump mapping, or is this actual? No, this looks like it was actually modeled. I don't know. I wish I was a designer or a mapper or whatever you want to call these people. Oh wow, check that out. I go into here. Almost looks like I'm in a trash bin. Get me out of here. Anyway. Getting a little bit too cuckoo again, guys. It's late when I'm making this video. I'm almost ready for bed. It's the last thing that I'm doing before I hit the sack tonight. And we're almost done, so bear with me just for a little bit longer if you can hang on to the zaniness and the giddiness of this game. I think these are pretty new, these chain attachment points. I bet you these would work really good with the chain over here. If you had them attached to the wall, like on either side of the chain, would make a really cool little decoration for your park. this archway, let's see, what is this? We're calling it a race bridge. I've seen this in the videos. You can actually have your go-karts go like right under this thing. This sign is editable, so you can make whatever you want on here with the usual custom fonts that they have already built in. And as another cool feature, they actually have a ramp through the middle here that you can place a path up, over, and down again. Pretty sweet. What else do we got here? We've got a lot of new props. French fries, coffee, donuts, pizza. I know I'm flying through these things, guys, but I mean, you can all see for yourself with the update that they've just put so much into this update. There is like, I think even the donut, yeah, the donut is recolorable. Can you believe that? Let's change this to pink, and look at this. Homer Simpson donut right here. Lard Lad. Donuts. And then we got Ninja Turtle pizza, generic pizza statue. I kind of like Ninja Turtle pizza better. The fries, I don't know. I think they're kind of a little lame. And it's just because they're kind of, I don't know, they sort of just like bump into each other. They look like they're all fused together. But maybe that's to keep down on the poly count. I really don't know, but I'm just not as big of a fan. I think it's kind of weird, too, that they got, what is this? There's like a little divot like right here in the corner. Is there one over here, too? Yeah. Well, maybe it's just to add to the realism. Maybe that's where the bolts go in. They got to unscrew that to open up the fry container. We have a gigantic taco. I repeat, gigantic taco on the path. Oh, and speaking of paths, guys, one of the things that they actually did add to the features of this new update in the settings under game, you can actually now disable scenery collision, disable coaster collision, and disable ride collision. That means that any time that you add a new scenery item next to another, it's not going to intersect and give you a warning. You can also put these on rides, and it will not give you a red warning. You can put them anywhere you want to. Now, I tend to be more one of those people that kind of goes for realism, and I don't like things intersecting where the cars are going to drive through it, like, you know, like it's driving through it like it's a ghost. But it's good to know that you have that option. Moving along, a giant hot dog right in front of us here. We got the ends and also the middle, and a new animatronic pirate who is sitting on top of the hot dog. How did he get there, I wonder? Maybe he's hungry. Another pirate over here sitting on top of the juice box. He was a little thirsty. He's keeping an eye out for people. It's my juice box. Get away from me, juice box. Arr, get away. And let's see, we got this new custom ice cream cone with the ice cream scoop and the, what are you going to call that? Is that like a chocolate topping or something, like a hard shell topping? And you can put these all together and make this cool little ice cream cone with a cowboy sitting on top and chillin'. Get it? Chillin', right? All right. We're almost done, guys. Bear with me. I'm almost done here. Another sitting pirate. These are all part of the new animatronics. And again, guys, these are all triggerable ride events. And oh, yeah, here are the new security cameras. These are really cool. Place them all around your park. You can actually even click on them and go into the camera view and see your park from the security view. And if, I'm going to be quiet just for a second, if that's even possible, to have you listen to the sound effects. It's pretty cool. You hear the little whirring and whizzing noises, and you even got these like little grid lines and I don't know, they're kind of like the horizontal hold lines that are going up and down your screen, just like a security camera. I think that is so cool, a great touch. So you've got not only this pole for a security camera, but you've also got these ones that you can actually mount on any building. Every one of them you can actually click and do a 360-degree view anywhere you want to, up, down, left, or right. Ooh, that's interesting. Check it out. You can't see the mounting arm or the top of it or anything. That's kind of interesting. Well, nobody's perfect, but still, it's pretty damn awesome. Okay, we're going to jump out of this. We've covered, I think, everything over in this area. Oh, you know what? Let's go over and check out the go-karts. Pretty sweet setup. This is like one of the custom blueprints. Somebody created this little park, this little GoKart Track, and I wanted to ride it for you guys and just see what it looks like from a driver's perspective. Oh, wow. So cool. Here we go. That's a little better. Woohoo! I'm winning. Or am I? I don't know. Where's everybody else? Okay, right turn. And we're making another right turn. Oh, wait. If it's NASCAR, it's a left turn, right? So here we go. Left turn coming up. We're making another left turn. There's a snake in the road up ahead. Watch out. And, oh, skid. Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift. And we're coming around to the final turn, and the finish line is in sight. What was that? I think that was a bird clipping through the track. That was interesting. Actually, it looks like this particular rider was dead last, so I did not win. That was a little disappointing, but oh well. Still, really cool layout, really neat little design. You can see they didn't put a whole lot of effort into this, but it doesn't matter because it looks amazing. I mean, you've got like little signs, you've got the flags waving in the wind, you've got the big banners here, which I didn't even see these banners. These are pretty cool. Do these wave in the wind too? They do. Oh, and look at this. Are they transparent? Or no, it's because I have the track selected like that. They're not transparent. Silly me. But anyway, pretty darn cool for a new tracked ride. All right, speaking of tracked rides, over here to my final little portion of this video where we're going to start wrapping things up. We've got a couple of new triggered ride events. One of them being this really sweet looking old wooden door. I really like this, guys. What it kind of reminds me of, since I am a big fan of Disneyland and pretty much all things Disney, it reminds me of the doors into the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh at Disneyland. As soon as you go into the ride, these I think are a little bit bigger than the ones that Disneyland, but I mean it still looks a lot like them. And again, the detail in the wood. Look at this, how detailed that is. Old, beaten up, weathered wood. So beautiful. I love it. And over here we've got this sort of like castle portcullis, I think is what they call it. Let's see. Coaster Doors Fantasy. Well, I think the official historical word for this is a portcullis, and they go up and down once you've set a triggered ride event to it, and pretty sweet. I mean, you could do a lot of stuff with this, but I just I had to show these because they just look so awesome. I think there's one or two other sets of doors available in this update. Had a hard time locating them, but I just had to show you these ones in the meantime. And then finally, oh, let's get through here. Whoop. Before it falls on us and catch up with this and go into the shark. Ermagerd, big shark. I think this guy is really cool, but not quite as cool as what happens when you place him in your park. I'm going to pick him up really quick and move him and show you guys what the full shark head looks like. He goes all the way up there. So this will work not only for, and this is the collision stuff I was telling you guys about. So it can go right through. The cars go right through now, and you don't have any red warning objects around your scenery items. But anyway, you can see it's a pretty big shark head, and of course it's fully rotatable. So it's not just limited to things like this for this little flat ride. You can actually have a coaster fly through there. Wouldn't that be awesome? But anyway, what I got to this to begin with, listen to this when you actually place it for those of you who are fans of Jaws. Hold on, I got to do this the right way. Here, how about, I think that's a good angle. Ready? Here we go. I think one more note up, or maybe one more octave up, and it probably would have been a ripoff of Jaws. They probably would have been sued like crazy, but still a fantastic sound effect for placing the shark head. That is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I'm a little bit tired, a little bit loopy, but very, very happy about this update and very happy to be back and showing you guys new videos of PlanetCoaster and its wonderful, wonderful updates. If you have enjoyed this video, guys, and you are new to my channel, please hit subscribe, like this video, and tell your friends, family, and neighborhood dog about it so they can all do the same thing. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. We will talk to you later. Until then, happy building and keep it loopy.